we have an award-winning guitar player and composer today by the name of Emil.
First of all, it was a couple of festivals.
Festival Awards.
Yeah, it's Golden Time Talents Awards. It's I don't remember exactly. It's so many different festivals.
Yeah.
I need to see my list. To to remind and
Oh, that's
different kinds,
that's
in different countries even. It's not only the one.
okay. So you perform all over?
Yeah,
Yeah. What
yeah.
country you performed at?
I performed in Ukraine, in Russia, in Israel, in Cyprus, in Canada, in the United States, different countries. A lot of.
So you're worldwide. That's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what inspired you to get into the music business?
A long period I was an officer in the army. I was military. I have a education, special military education, university. So it was my previous career. And during my military career, I dreamed to be a musician because in my childhood, my parents they wanted I'll be a musician. I didn't want actually when I was a child, but my parents wanted I'll be a musician, and my father showed me different videos of Eric Clapton, Gary Moore, Carlos Santana, great guitarists. And step by step he inspired me by their playing, and I started to dream to become a musician. Even when I was during my military service, I dreamed to be a musician, and I practiced, and I tried to organize bands in different periods of my life. But around 10 years ago, no, more than 10 years ago, I finished my military service. I
Yeah.
stopped to be an officer, and I started to be a professional musician. So I started to do only music. So I tried to find different options to perform, to get money for my performance, to promote my music, and step by step, I started to be professional musician. This is my profession. This profession brings me money. This is only thing I'm doing in my life, and I think was inspired by my parents.
Okay.
First of all.
Well,
Yeah,
that's good, right? If
yeah,
the support, that's always a
yeah, yeah, yeah. Family support is very important thing in this difficult way, because way of musician it's not easy if you don't have a rich parents, if you don't have a support from different from outside, so it's very hard and difficult way. But my family supports me, so it's amazing, I think.
so you didn't grow up in Toronto. You grew up in the Ukraine. What was it like growing up there?
Uh, I grew up in Ukraine. After that, I moved when I was 30 or 32 years old. I moved to Israel, and I started my serious career. I started in Israel, and now I'm continuing here in Canada. So
Oh,
in Canada, I'm around half a year, 6 months, something like that.
okay.
Okay. Actually, I was here a couple of times. We came to parents of my wife. They live in here since 12, 14, if I'm not mistaken, or 12, 13,
Yeah.
even. So yeah, more than 10 years they live in here. And during my visitings to Toronto, I performed a couple of times in different charity performances.
Oh,
So I played a couple of times, and now these 6 months I trying to organize my own performances, already more seriously performances, not only charity. I'm trying to sell tickets. I'm trying to invite people to my shows. So I'm just starting my Canadian career. Let's say like this.
so I would be amiss if I never asked you about your thoughts on the war right now in Ukraine. And
I prefer don't talk about this because it's tasks of politicals. It's not my business. I'm a musician, and my goal and my mission is to bring people healing to their souls, to their hearts. So I'm helping everyone
uh,
who need help of my music, and doesn't matter whether it's Russian, Ukrainian, I don't know, Libyan, Israeli, Palestinian, doesn't matter. People need help, and I'm ready to help to everyone by my music.
so
So,
how was the transition coming to Canada? Was it a big
uh,
change or it's almost the
what
same?
be- what you mean? You mean mentally transition? How it was mentally? Yeah. Uh, you know, I think, in my opinion, how I'm feeling in Canada, people much more. It's not polite. It's like more calmful. Uh, they able more wait and understand what do you want to bring them, what do you want to give them.
Yeah,
They more listeners than performers, you know. But for example, in a country that if with Mediterranean mentality, it's something else. When you're playing for a people, you feel that everyone want to be like a performer. It's you need more power to pay attention, to bring to get attention of people,
yeah.
because everyone into himself. But here in Canada, people more calmly. They, I think, for me, it's even easier to perform here in Canada than it was in Israel, for example, because of mentality. But it doesn't matter that I didn't love to perform in Israel. I'm coming to Israel in a couple of months. I have a lot of shows there, but if we will compare, I think in Canada even easier to perform and to organize something than in Israel. I think, in my opinion, I'm feeling. But maybe it's a mistake. I don't know. I
Okay.
not enough of time here in Canada. I'll check it in a couple of years.
So you have an upcoming event.
Yeah.
You tell us when it's happening and what could we expect at your event?
It will happen 11th of July in Leah Posluns Theatre. It's in Toronto at Leah Posluns Theatre. It's Prosserman Community Center, very beautiful hall.
Yeah,
It's around for 200 to 50 seats we have there, and we're working on to fill this place because last time I noticed that advertisement in the Facebook it doesn't work good enough. I don't know why. The same in Israel, in Canada, in the United States, in all of countries. I see it doesn't work good enough, and we are trying to fill our hall because music that we will play, it's really something special. And in these difficult times, everyone need music like that we will play. So 11th of July, Leah Posluns Theatre. Welcome, everybody.
so what if someone comes to your event for the first time? What would they experience?
Here in Canada,
So if they come to the show on the 11th, what could
uh, in when my first experience in Canada was great. We brought, I don't remember exactly. We brought around 3,000 or 300, 3,000. I'm looking to the future,
yeah,
around 300 people. It was in church in Toronto,
yeah,
Kelvin Church, if I'm not mistaken. It was great experience. And now I had a long break around 3 weeks, even months. No, between shows, actually, I see that we will have between my first performance, this period, first performance in Canada, and my next in July 11th, it's more than months. For me, for example, it's not a regular break. Usually I'm performing every week.
yeah,
Yeah, so I a little bit missed about performance performing, and I'm waiting to my next show. But my all of my experiences here in Canada was great. You
yeah.
know, it's because I'm feel that we have a great potential here in Canada. When I'm talking, we have a great potential. I mean, me and my music, no? And my guitar, and my guitar.
So it's just you and your guitar. People see. Do you have a band too?
I have a band in Israel. Sometimes I'm bringing my band here to perform. A couple of times I'm already brought here, but this period, this concert, I will perform with the local musicians because it's too expensive to bring every time your
Yeah.
musician from another country, and I need to build my band here, my second band. So when I will be perform in Canada, I will perform with local musicians because they very highest level. I'm performing with highest level musicians. It's may I pronounce their name? Because
Yeah.
I think they will enjoy. I
Yeah.
perform with Yuri Reisberg. It's my friend guitarist. He performed with me already. I don't know, 20 or no, maybe 15 or 16 times we played together
Yeah.
already. And Ben Flamenco, great guitarist Flamenco, he's the student of famous Canadian Iranian guitarist Babak. Ben, his student, and Tamara Harutyunan is live painting performer. We will paint something during our performance. So we will play with my musicians, and Tamara will paint during our playing, create her painting. So it's special experience. I think it's very interesting. So I think I pronounced all of names of all my musicians for
Yeah.
that evening.
Give them the plug.
Yeah.
So where could people get your music?
You mean digital platforms?
Yes.
First of all, my social medias. People can get my music. Facebook, Emil Khachaturian. I know my last name is very, very
Yeah.
difficult to pronounce. And so, my social medias, it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. When I'm creating something new, usually I'm recording and posting it on my social medias, first of
Yeah.
all. And of course, all of my releases, I don't have actually a lot of releases. It's very interesting and strange and weird, but during last 2 years, I performed maybe 300 times. So I had more than 300 performances,
Yeah.
but I released only one album during this time, so you can find
Oh,
only one album. And second one, it's not album, it's recording from one of my live performances. I uploaded 2 days ago to all
okay.
platforms, and
Yeah.
the listeners can able to find that on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, different, all of existing platforms. So just need to write correct Emil Khachaturian. It's
Yes.
much more difficult
It
to
will
find
be
by
sure.
my name. Yeah, my friend, uh, he's professional creator, like advertisement creator. I don't
Yeah.
know how it's one word. So he advised me to change my last name to my stage name to create something shorter. Uh, you
Yeah.
know, than Khachaturian. Khachaturian is too long.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
too bad, yeah.
That's a good
I,
idea.
I'm yeah, I'm working on it. Maybe really I will find something good idea to
Yeah.
change my stage name.
So is there anything else you want people to know about you before we leave?
Uh, I think again I will be happy to see everyone on my upcoming events. First of all, it's July 11th, and I'd like to wish to everyone to listen to your soul, to your heart, to be yourself. For musician, uh, I want to wish to everyone who dream to be a musician, to
Yeah.
be ready to work hard, to believe to your dream, and to work on your development, self-development, mental, spiritual development, because it's most important things, even more important than technical skills. So let's everything is be all right for us.
Yeah. Sure, it will go. Everything be fine.